like to take this opportunity given to me to commemorate somebody who was very special to me. My mother, Kathy Vio. She is by far the single most influential and inspiring person in my whole world. For a world without my mother would be like trying to sneeze without a chew, or a sky without blue. For a world without Kathy is like chairman of the Fed without Bernanke, or shoes without laces, a sentence without spaces, or a youngster without his braces. Simply put, my mother is as important as time and space, because together we always win the race. Before I tell you why my mother is so important to me, I first have to tell you what makes her so special indeed. She is courageous and funny, and a millionaire without the money. Because you see, it's not the money which makes her so special to me. It's the way she nurtured me, carried me, and kissed my knee when I fell from the tree. You see, to me, this woman is more than a human being. She's everything I'm trying to be. To look in the mirror and see the reflection of me only recaps just how lucky I am to have my own Kathy. It was my mother who brought me into this world, and once, twice, maybe even 3 times threatened me to take it out. All the mistakes I have made are the wrinkles on her face. Each more and more carefully defined. Each gray hair she contains shows history of me, a small price to pay for a mother of 3. My mother once told me that I should study, stand up straight, sing songs of joy and glee, and without a doubt, always stay true to thee. This is more than just advice from the heart, for it was a record-breaking start. Because my mother has a list of accomplishments 100 miles long, but I'm only going to share the few meters that matter to me. Because when she finished her first triathlon, she was age 53. As the captain of her tennis team, she commanded victory and admiration, because out on the court is where she felt her true connection. I remember as a kid, I would go to the tennis club and watch her play her games. And I would sit there cheering and screaming. And although she's no Serena Williams, I feel like with me in the stands, it would just kill her. But tennis is not the only sport that she was gifted at. Basketball was also her forte. She played for Dayton in college and led them to the championships. And without Kathy on the team, it's like throwing free throws blindly. For my mother, sports was, is, and forever will be why she turned 63. So as you know, I'm crazy about hockey, and I think I always will be. Well, let me share the story of why it's so important to me. I was 10 years old, and I had been playing since 3. And ever since I can remember, it has always been my mother taking me to the rink, early in the morning or at the crack of dawn. Either way, she's always there to guide my way. This next part was without a doubt the most surprising to me, because my mother, Jackie of all trades, bought ice skates and was out on the rink the next day. She played hockey for a women's league, and soon enough my sister decided to join in. All in all, this made 5 of 5 Vios playing hockey. A natural from the start, it was no surprise to me seeing my mom skating around the ice for the Medina Bees. It was the birds and the bees, well, maybe just the bees, that inspired this amazing woman to become the next Gretzky. Okay, so maybe she's not Gretzky, but her next move was a spontaneous one indeed. And to this day, it's the reason she's known around the league as the Great One. For my mother decided to start her own high school hockey team, the Medina Bees. But little did she know these boys would lead that high school hockey team she started to a 3-time state championship back to back to back. The boys she assembled would lead the greatest victory achieved in the sport of high school hockey. For the high school hockey team that she facilitated from the ground up went on to win state championships 3 years in a row, basically uncontested. Now, I told you earlier about her determination and willpower, how she never quits, never surrenders, never loses hope, and never falters. Well, that's just the attitude she used to approach her next obstacle. Swim, run, bike. No matter the challenge, she would crush this obstacle like a fallen tree. And that's just what she did. At age 53, she ran, she swam, and pedaled like a well-oiled machine. At the age of 53, she completed this triathlon, pinned down this goal, and crossed it off the list. As I grew up, my mother never stopped adding to this list. It grows as long as my little brothers continue to grow. But her next accomplishment has nothing to do with sports, or athletics, or even the American dream. Because this next accomplishment is individualistic as her personality. As difficult as the most difficult equation, longer than the longest paper needing typing, and heavier than the heaviest weights needing to be lifted. What can be so important to this mother of three, more important than her master's degree? The only person who matters more to me when soaring above the clouds in a suit designed specifically for me. This mother of three is so lovely, so kind, that to proclaim her divine should only do justice if you click rewind 100 times. Because to tell my mother 100 I love yous is just a shadow of my true affection, for seeing myself in her reflection is like winning the lottery for the human connection. Thank you.
Thank you. Time?
I'm nodding my head at 6:59.